We're going to get to this next match.
Do you know why this is exciting, this particular match? What's special about it?
Because my boy IPK's on there.
Because you love Lucario and you're an IPK fanboy.
I
agree. Shoutouts to SoCal. What a SoCal run. I heard that Sosa, Falls, Jay Falls, Tom, everybody was in there. Red Ranger, Nation.
SoCal
Baba Ganoush put in work, beat drinking food.
Oh my God.
Goodness. Just beat Nintendo. Like, SoCal's so good.
They're repping today,
So
man.
this is a great match because this is a run back from Evo. I believe they're doing a hand warmer button check right now.
Yes.
It's very smart. So these guys fought like 3 whole sets of Evo, basically.
Jesus.
I think what happened was IPK, and somebody tweet at me, correct me if I'm wrong here, because I didn't see all of it. I just heard what happened was I think IPK beat him or reset the bracket, one of the two. But eventually Teddy, Bladewise, the Peach, beat him.
Okay.
So
this is a bit of a demon for him. He's already taking a nap. Look at him. He's just laying on the floor. Okay, so IPK has had a lot to prove ever since 3.6 B. Because they changed a lot of things with Lucario. Lucario pretty much retained a lot of the stuff that made him
Speak on this, because I don't know all that. You need to inform the audience.
Lucario
3.6 is different.
A lot of changes, a lot of things that he had from 3.02. The most notable being the invulnerability that carries over for 10 frames into the next move that happens after down B.
Which is why you could do an up tilt or something and be invincible while he's doing it.
Yeah, like imagine
like a wave land on the ledge, up smashing Fox.
Exactly, and imagine being invulnerable the entire time.
Except, you travel really far and you're invincible.
Exactly. So you have horizontal movement.
A little better than a wave land.
As like some crazy scary move that's coming out. So very not Smash, like very unique, and that recently has gotten changed. That's now nerfed. So the invulnerability is now gone. Also,
so maybe we're going to see him on the platforms more.
maybe
avoiding turnips.
He's trying to pick his spots. That's the thing about Lucario is like now it's no longer I just want to go in because now you
can't down B in for free anymore.
Exactly, and you also have to worry about Blender, right? Blender being the scariest thing. Regardless of how you're DIing it, you can potentially take a lot of damage as well as those float canceled nairs, those float canceled fairs are difficult for Lucario to deal with.
That was nice.
Lucario is such a great character but he can dish it out, but sometimes it's more difficult to take it this time around because now he can no longer sacrifice aura to have that air dodge additionally after that up B.
You can't go quite as crazy off the ledge either.
Exactly.
And this land, that's like, have to get their kill to make it back on.
So now, this is what we're talking about. We're seeing that down smash come into play, and it comes down to IPK having great dash hits and great neutral. That's what it's really going to take to bait out those attacks from Peach and to find those proper punishes.
You know what's huge in this matchup already? And this is almost like how Peach did and Samus did last a long time, because it's hard to get that killing hit.
Right.
Finally, a forward throw does it, you know?
And at what percentage?
At 120 something, you know?
Exactly.
So IPK's recovery is the real thing that's going to matter here. He keeps getting these really good angles, and he just air dodged on really well and took minimal damage. Like for a fast faller, for a glass cannon, Teddy Bladewise not getting the big punishes on him. And that's because IPK's got a great recovery.
He's doing a good job of varying it up, and Bladewise isn't finding exactly where he's going just yet, but IPK using up tilt, going straight to back air.
And another aesthetic thing that they added and changed about Lucario, when he gets that aura charge, the flash, it looks so cool. It's like he's popping off in the middle of a combo. It's like a visual air taunt. It's also useful and lets you know.
Oh, did you see that? He went for dare, straight to the side B. He just kept grabbing him and having those tech chase follows up, right? So for the side Bs that are off stage, that are aerial, he doesn't need any aura for that.
Such good smash guy. He just got out of the down air and caught the ledge. IPK's so good.
He knows there's 2 ways that IPK plays. He plays the character, and then he plays IPK style, right? And I remember, because when I hang out with him, I talk to him a little bit. Oh my goodness, that forward
followed that roll real good.
Yeah, the check chases are really, like that, it's glass cannon, yet again, that we talked about. And he gets a check chase over to the side, do forward throw, finish him off.
Yeah, but he was at 150, dude. He lived so long.
It's crazy. And it's because he's picking his spots. He's not going in as ham hogs as we're used to seeing. You can reference footage from Aftershock. You can reference LTC3.
Right.
You will see this guy loves going in and making things happen, but he has to be super, super cautious here. Also, because you'll notice that one of his other kill confirms is usually down tilt, double jump back air, similar to Roy.
Yeah.
But he loses that option because he's scared about holding down against someone who has that down smash.
So now he's forward smashing.
Yeah. That's how he's been finishing stocks, man.
Yeah, exactly. But you're totally right. That's not going to be as reliable in a setup, especially a low percent. He's not going to want to do that and risk taking all that damage from a crouch cancel Peach down smash. That was nice. He just dodged 2 big ones.
forcing his way back on.
Good spacing, you see that?
Ooh, and he jumped into it. There's the down smash yet again.
Arizona shout-out to Arizona %.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
Gimpy Fish %. 62-bit Bladewise, 62.
They're both trying to seek each other, find what each other wants to overcommit in neutral.
Whoa, all right.
Someone dropped the mic.
Nice. I'm so surprised that he's not using turnips at all. Teddy's going ham right now. He's just spamming there, and it's working.
You know, and I like Peaches
Look
that
at
take the time to grab the turnip when it comes to the edge guard game. Because you notice there's a slight little hang before Lucario actually commits to the option.
Right.
There's time that he's still in place and you chuck one of those turnips and stop him before he actually gets moving.
Kind of like when a Space Animal was charging their Firefox. He's really Space Animal-like, you gotta say. Just with the fact that he's a glass cannon and he just gets a lot of hits. Nice.
Gets a
and
lot of
kills off the top of the up air. Just like, that ain't Fox.
You know, we got those.
We got those too.
Oh, this character's great. And the archetype comes into with comboing everything into bits. People kind of need to understand this idea of Magic series, right? Which is jab can cancel into tilt, can cancel into smash, which can be aura sphere canceled and then returned back to neutral. However, if you have improper spacing, you very much are on the receiving end of a big punish. Ooh, there's the Nair. Gonna send him up to these higher ends with good DI, keeping him.
Just if we could take a second and look, another forward throw kill. 175 this time. He's living 25% longer every stock.
He's getting better.
IPK is going to live to 200 this time. I mean, how is he not going to close this one out?
He has been doing such a great job.
Just take a look at Bladewise's damage given. After this, it's going to be like 500%. Still lost. Still lost game one. 500% given. What a slugfest. That's another great thing about this type of matchup is Peach has a great recovery. She lives forever. She's pretty heavy, surprisingly.
Yeah.
IPK's recovery is great. I think Lucario is actually kind of heavy, surprisingly. So they both are livid. And they combo the crap out of each other. So you just get to see a great slugfest instead of sometimes Spacey Dittos can be like, oh, I air dodged or forward beat off the stage. You know, the match is artificially shortened a little bit.
Go in and dex you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing. They're just slugging it out. They both just piled on like 200 more to each other real quick.
And that's the other problem that comes with it is that
ooh, nice.
He got him
there.
The Tatsu off the top. Team Rocket on that stock.
6-minute long match of just pure damage and destruction back and forth. That was not a boring 6-minute match. There was no camping.
No,
that was just an awesome. This is gonna be a great
awesome
set.
combo fest, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a long combo video in one match, back and forth, back and forth.
And they're just racking up the percentages back and forth because we saw earlier that with some matches with like Frozen versus Junebug, where it's just they're getting the hits, it's lasting super long, but there's no conversions because they both were just doing such great DI out. They're moving away. They're not allowing for combos to extend.
Right. There was a little bit of this in this match, you know, where they weren't given. It's not like they were just holding in. Exactly. Otherwise, it would have been a quicker match. Right. They had to work for their stuff.
But the bursts of damages are there, right?
Yeah,
That's what's so cool.
And then you'll see like some fencing happening, some jousting, Let's see whose back air wins right now.
Yep. Okay, so IPK taking the drink.
The Johnny Jug coming into play. Okay, so speaking of combo video,
there's
a really great hype match video. So there's a couple of $100 money matches. Did Professor Pros? When is that happening?
We'll probably do that after this.
Did they get a hype match?
Did
they get a hype video? No. Have you seen the Ganondorf one? It's really well done.
Is it? Okay,
for our $100 money match. We can watch it later. We should play it on the big screen. It's such a good video. Shout out to Adrian. Anyway, back to this match.
Oof, there we go. Using that dare, knowing the angle that IPK was coming, knowing he had only one option, and that's one of the things that you have to force your opponents to go further and further down, and it makes their recovery options that much more telegraphed, and that's why you can get better options for punishment there.
So I go way back with Bladewise. In fact, our team was Teddy Dorf, and I from California.
Yeah.
IPK is the homie, so I'm not strongly biased. I just want to see a great match.
Absolutely.
Hate to see that happen. I'm going to make a strong, bold prediction right now. I think what we just saw is indicative of what's going to happen the rest of the set. And Bladewise, he's even more OG. He's even more veteran old school. He's got the patience. He plays Peach. He's going to grind out this set and come back and reverse 2-0, basically.
Ooh, okay.
And I think IPK is going to... He played so solid and patient the first one that maybe he just used it all up. And he's just going to get more impatient and crumble.
I agree with you. I think that's definitely something with IPK.
But you don't want to see that happen. You want to see Lucario win.
Yeah, I want a good match. I want a good match. I want to see the better player win. I just want to stack top.
Nice. Okay. All right, still in there. Look at that. That was great.
He did fair aura sphere cancel into up air and took him off the top. That was I feel like that's going to be the consistent option that he wants to go for.
You know what? That was really good and probably going to keep working because I think he's DIing away to live at high percents.
Yep.
You know, he's DIing out of that combo at early percents, Bladewise. But at high percents, he wants to live. So he's going to hold up and in, and then the up air is going to get him.
Yes. You're nailing it. And the other thing that you're getting to start to see that is more IPK is now you're starting to see those fairs or extra cancels linking back into each other sequentially. So you didn't see that last match, but now I think he's starting to get it, and it also helps with stage selection too, right? No, not as many platforms there for him to DI over to, and he's constantly drifting. So he's pushing himself back on.
That was a little bit of a blunder. If IPK had not gone off quite so far by accident, 9 up B back on, he could easily followed up and closed out that stock.
He's using that. He's telegraphing himself a little bit, using those down Bs. He knows, I mean, Bladewise knows the distance, but still, he was just going in. He just wants to hit something solid.
So, Neptune, in your opinion, do you think the balloon, just giving him free aura, you know, often enough over the course of a match or a set, is that enough to matter and make like a little difference?
In the previous versions, it used to be.
Okay.
In the previous versions, and
it's not as much anymore. You're right.
You know, and the perfect example is Aftershock, where you saw who was it? It was DDD player Ripple. He was throwing out a bunch of Gordos, right? And what it used to be is that when you forward smash,
yeah,
you could catch it on anything, right?
Yeah.
Now I believe it has to be on hit, and I believe it has to be on the person. Now, if I'm wrong about that, correct me if I'm wrong. It has to be on hit, and he can no longer do it on objects, which changes it dramatically.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really just shields and humans now. I think you're right. I think they did change that.
It's a good change.
Yeah, they're making him work harder for Aura. Which he's already got a Magic Series and a Super System, which nobody else has. It ain't Marvel. So I guess bringing that into being the realm of reasonable is probably a good idea.
Because, I mean, 3 points, with the idea of 3.6 B was, let's remove stuff that people might consider a bit much.
So is he just getting the balloons now every time out of habit and for the balloon counter?
Yeah, why not?
Basically.
Yeah. If not, if he might know something that I don't know, and it actually does count for Aura. But there's another thing that you get now, which is...
Ivysaur still heals.
Yeah.
You know, a lot sometimes from an up air.
The other thing is like that you can charge now by holding up instead of doing the pumps, right? Like you have to do individual ones, and now it's just a stance. And it just charges.
Yeah, for sure. But it'll do damage if you hold it for a long time.
Yeah.
His taunt. Which I think David was a little bit salty about that. He's like, man, why does it have to hurt now to gain aura? It's just a taunt.
Start burning yourself up, bro. Okay, push it in. And both of these guys are at the exact same percent. They're looking for kill confirms. Wow. Oof, look at this. So we were seeing a lot of approaches from Bladewise using the dare into nairs. Ooh, or just going straight to nair. That's exactly what I'm talking about, dares to nairs. And now IPK forcing himself back up.
Oh! That was amazing.
And this is
the crowd goes
what
wild.
IPK wants. He feeds off of this feeling.
Oh my goodness.
He feeds
that
off
right
of
there.
This.
He up-B'd, canceled it with that aura, did a move because he couldn't air dodge anymore. So that's the only way he was going to get back and cancel it in another B.
Incredible.
That was amazing.
Absolutely
so good.
incredible.
Everybody is standing up.
He's going to pop.
Oh my god! Nope.
We have the SoCal chant.
Quick 2-0. Quick 2-0!
Oh! Goodness.
David proves me wrong.
David.
Damn.
iPunch Kids
Good stuff.
taking the set. What a fantastic end.
What a game.
Oh,
what
wow.
A match.
That was incredible. Absolutely nuts.
What a recovery. It's all because of that recovery. He was dead.
That was the defining moment. And when you have someone like iPunch Kids who feeds off of this crowd, that feeds off of this energy, they gave him all the aura he needed to clutch it out.
Exactly.
Gosh.
Wow.